Hi, everyone. Marsha Grace here, and welcome to New Day, New Word, where we play with words. We take a word and play with it, maybe expand on its definition, um, or give it a new definition, possibly. Something interesting, anyway. So, today I am thrilled to say that our letter is H, because we're doing the alphabet. And our word today comes from a dear friend and colleague, Catherine Laub. She is a speaker, a writer, a talk show host, on radio, and speaker on mental health issues. And her word today, very fittingly, is healing. So H, healing, is our word today. And if you are not familiar with me, I'm Marsha Grace. I'm an independent advisor, whatever that means. But I'm a writer too. My book is Calm, Creative, Joyful, and I am the director of the Higher Mind Institute. So if you want to hear more about that, just give me a holler. So, today our word is healing, and what do you think of when you think of healing? I think for most people, the natural tendency would be to think of our bodies healing from some sort of an injury, an illness, some form of physical distress, and we are in need of healing. So what do? Hopefully we see a professional, whether it's an Ayurvedic doctor or a regular MD, allopathic type, or your chiropractor, whoever you feel can help you with your problem. Several years ago I broke my arm, and of course I went and had it set by an orthopedic doctor. And yet there's another way to think of healing, because yes, we need our bodies to be well and maintained and healthy, and I'm not against taking an antibiotic once in a while if you are seriously ill. We do tend as a society to use antibiotics way too much, I think, but that's another story. Anyway, but I want to speak now about a different way of looking at healing. And if you know me, you know I come from, everything starts in the mind. Everything starts with a thought. So we tend to think of healing as a physical thing, and yet all healing really begins in our mind. That's where it has to happen. We have to make the decision to want to be healed, and we need to be able to then open ourselves up for the place and the way that healing should happen for us. And only I can know that for myself. Other people can advise me, or they can make suggestions, but I have to be the one who makes the final decision and says, I'm going to go to this person or that person, or I'm going to take this measure or do this thing or whatever. So that applies just as well to a healing of another sort, a healing from, let's say, a broken relationship. Now, I think anybody who's been alive for more than a few years is perfectly aware of what it is to be brokenhearted and to need healing from a broken heart, to have suffered in some way by being hurt by another person. So we're talking about emotional healing now, and there's so much today around with the Me Too movement and different things going on. We're talking about the real scars that we have from abusive relationships and all sorts of different things that happen to us as we go through our lives. And it's unfortunate that many people have great difficulty, and I hope you're not one of them. If you are, please know that my heart is with you, and that I know you can get through this. I know that you can work through it, But there's a couple of things that you need to be able to do. And so one of those things, very, very importantly, is you have to be able to look at the problem square in the eye. And that's very difficult. We have a hard time coming to grips with the pains that we suffer very often. So that's the first step. And once you've done that, once you've really made a decision, I'm going to look at this problem square in the eye, now you're on the road to recovery. And that is great. So other things that you need to know. You need to know that you have the answer within yourself. As I said before, if I break my arm, as I did a couple of years ago, I'm not going to sit around and say, oh, let me wait till someone comes along and helps me. I don't know what to do. No, you're going to pick yourself up and you're going to get yourself to the emergency room, hopefully, or someplace where they're going to fix your arm. So, same thing applies in terms of our emotional healing. We need to be able to say I need to say it to myself, I have the ability within my own mind to find an answer. And maybe the answer will say, go get help, or go to a therapist, or, have a talk with this person that you're angry at, whatever it is. And that's perfect. But it came from you first. It has to come from your own decision. You have the power of decision in your mind to make that choice. And it must be made first above all before any healing is going to happen. So, so now we know we have to confront that painful situation. We need to recognize that we have the answer right inside of ourselves. And then we need to ask for that help. And that requires something that many of us have a great deal of trouble doing, and that's getting still for a few minutes. That means sitting quietly with yourself, with no cell phone, no television, no radio, no distractions whatsoever. Wow, right? Hard. We're all so hooked in today. We're just all wired into our devices, and they're wonderful. Again, it's not, the thing itself is never the problem. A cell phone is not a problem. It's how we use the cell phone that can make it a problem. So, and as an aside, believe me, kids today with their cell phones, wow, it can be. I see my grandkids, and it can be a little upsetting. I can't even get them to have a conversation with me because they're playing Fortnite or something. Whatever it is. Anyway, so hi, Tony. Hi. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Oh, I miss you. And who else? Joanne. Hi, Joanne. Great to see you. If you have any, I'm waving. We're waving. Should I wave to you? Okay. I waved. All right. Hi. Okay. And so I hope that you're hearing what I'm saying, because this can change your life. Healing happens by decision, not by default. So this is what you want to understand. You want to get to the place where you can feel your spiritual muscles take over when you get that icky feeling, when that sense of unworthiness or pain comes to mind, and really say, I can do this. I want healing. I deserve healing, and I'm gonna have myself healed. So please hear me. Please know this. And I'm going to wish you a very happy weekend coming up. Summertime here on Long Island. And I'm going to be having a fun time tonight with some family. So I hope you are too. And until next time, I wish you peace and blessings. And if you enjoyed our conversation, please hit the like button. Bye-bye.